I know people I've been with. I was in different circles of people, right? So
Yeah,
there I came to the realization of, how just by the language people are just like turned off from the message of everything, right?
really.
Because Arabic
Mm,
and Arabs, for example, you know, uh, all these people are associated in the Western world, for example, with something bad, or also in like other traditions. I think it's part of programming and everything. And I cannot speak on behalf of, Arab people, because you're not Arab, I'm not an Arab, but um, and they, just because they hear these terms in Arabic, they think that Islam, which means, by the way, is submission to God's will, right? They say
yeah,
Islam, Islam. What does that mean? Christianity means, as far as I know, followers of Jesus, right? If
yeah.
I'm
Like
something
Like Christians, like followers of Christ.
exactly. So I don't exactly remember the term that explains Judaism, but Islam
Yeah.
means submission to God's will. God meaning the creator of the universe, right?
So
So
what does Muslim mean?
the word Muslim means the one that submits to God's will. Did you know that?
So it's like essentially Christians are the followers of Christ. Muslims, which means Islam means submitter to God. We're the followers of uh or we yeah,
No,
we
I
are
mean,
the community that
yeah,
submits to
that's,
God, kind of.
we don't need to make a distinction, because we
Yeah,
also,
yeah,
like, we follow the prophets, right? We
yeah,
follow
yeah,
Salam too, right?
yeah.
So yeah, so in that case, yeah, the reason I want to explain things in English, because people are English speakers and it relates to them in English, I've seen some people also make this point, and I agree. If I'm, though, praying, for example, and if I feel a certain power in Arabic, because the Quran was revealed in Arabic, right? Then I'm going to be praying in Arabic. The faith itself should be preserved, of course. The book should be completely preserved, always, and
Yeah.
preserved by God. But apart from that, when communicating with people, we have to realize it was sent in Arabic because the people also, I think one reason for it, God knows the best, right? For all the reasons why it was sent in Arabic. But one reason was so that people can understand, right? So that people can relate to it. Those people were Arabs and they could understand, and maybe some words they struggled, like completely new words, right? There are stories about that. But uh, I think one very important point is that, and we have to remember Jesus, alayhi salam, he spoke Aramaic, right? From what we know, like historically, he was speaking Aramaic, and the Israelites at the time, they were speaking Hebrew, right? These are cousin languages, so people like to think like, oh, Islam is so backwards. So I will use the English word. So the religion of submission to God's will is so backwards. They speak Arabic. They're this kind of different people, brown people, whatever, right?
Mm,
Nothing we can relate to, right?
yeah.
So than us. And Jesus spoke the literal cousin language to Arabic. Israelites spoke Hebrew, also a cousin language. So it's just it. I think it's just ignorance at the end of the day, and just like ways that believers are portrayed. I think, and
Mm,
partly I think it's also the mistake of Muslims. I think, like, if we are self accountable on this, right?
oh
Because
yeah.
we have to be able to, if you're right in something, you have to be able to show to people that you're right, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
I
also
think I think I definitely agree with what you're saying.